Fab. So, like I said, welcome to SUBU's takeover of your career week. My name is Emma and I'm the Student Opportunities Manager for SUBU. So as a department, we not only look after clubs and societies, but also volunteering opportunities and SUBU's community action and sustainability action as well. Clubs and societies, although are being the largest part of the department, we normally have on average around 100 clubs and societies each year. This year, due to COVID and some students studying remotely, we have seen a slight drop in that, but that doesn't mean to say that we haven't got some amazing opportunities out there for you. So let's get going and let's give you a bit more of an overview about what we have to offer you. So I'll start right at the beginning about what a club and society is. So it consists of 5 elected committee members who are all students, and they can be BU or AUB students, and they make up a leadership team, and they are the kind of they're kind of the crux of the society, and they will create a society that's either that they're all kind of interested in. So it can be a special interest, it could be a sports society, a faith, cultural, an academic society, or maybe a performance or an arts society. So we've got lots of different kind of themes, lots of different areas that a society can fall under. So a club or society is a place where students become a fee and you can become a member, and then together you can kind of make new friendships, you can take part in activities, go on trips, and in some cases you can also compete in competitions as well within our sports teams. But one of the kind of the biggest ones that we have, the biggest kind of type of society we have is our academic societies. So these are part of the widest offering, and they relate to whatever subject area you're studying at BU. So for example, the business society, who's here today, are a academic society, but the really cool thing is that you don't necessarily have to be studying business to be part of the business society. You could just have an interest in it. We've got loads of different types of academic societies across all of the courses at BU, and I'll go on to kind of let you know kind of the ones that we've got available for you. So they any club or society requires 5 committee members to set it up, and at least 15 members to join, so that you've got a network and you've got a base to kind of start from and to grow the society. So all of our societies charge a membership fee. Some of these range from £1 just to get involved, and then some of these do range up to be a little bit more expensive. In some of our competitive sporting teams can be up in the kind of near to £100. So just a few pictures there that we've got on the bottom, just to kind of really show you how being a part of a club or society gives you that kind of community feel. So we've got climbing down on the bottom left there, cheer in the middle, and then I want to say that's the business society. I'm not 100% sure, down in the bottom right. I'm sure Jaden will tell me. So here's just a quick overview of some of the societies that we've got here at SUBU. So the pictures on the left-hand side are our academic societies. So you can see there's a real kind of range there, from the design society to forensics, marketing, occupational therapy, women in business. And this just kind of shows you the kind of breadth of ones that we've got. So as I said before, you can join an academic society for your in particular course, or just a subject area you're interested in. So for example, if you're just really interested in design, absolutely can get involved in some of the activities and joining the design society. But one thing that I did want to kind of talk to you about today is, if there isn't an academic society for your course, then you can absolutely set one up. And this goes without saying for all of the different types of societies as well. If you've got a particular interest in something and we don't have a society for it, then you can absolutely set one up. So for example, like recently we've had some people come and say, oh, I'm really interested in playing cricket. Do you have a cricket society? We do not, but you can absolutely set one up. You just need to have 5 friends to start it up, and just have an idea about where you want to take the society, what you want to do with it, have some objectives for it, and just kind of be able to show that you'll be able to create something really cool and interesting and valuable for students if they were to join the society. So just down the bottom here on the screen, the web link shows you the address that you can go to, and where you can see all of the different clubs and societies we've got. So for example here, like I said before, we've got academic, cultural, special interest, sport, arts and performance, faith and political and campaigning societies. So let's talk a bit more about the benefits and what you can really get out of joining a club or society. So first of all, one of the biggest things that we say is either being part of a society or being on the committee of a society can seriously make your CV stand out from the crowd, especially within our academic societies. There's lots of opportunities to gain external kind of industry experience, hear from guest speakers. So that kind of really gives you an insight into where you might want to take your career. You can really network with people in your industry as well, and that gives you the kind of step up that you might need to be able to approach somebody, or to be able to get an insight into maybe a placement or a job after university as well. So really, really useful. But one of the things that the societies do is they really help you to learn about your own goals and your own strengths. You do have to work as part of a team, especially if you're on a committee for a society, to make things work. So you kind of get to know what your strengths are and what other the strengths of your teammates are as well. And it also just helps you to think, is this something that I want to continue as doing as part of my career? And yeah, it just gives you a really kind of good insight into that. Our academic societies provide really good academic support, so you can collaborate on projects with members. You can use it as an opportunity for mentorship and study support, so you can get together and study together in groups. But because societies are open to all different year groups, including alumni and members of the community as well. So you can really gain experience from other students in different year groups or alumni. So again, that's a really good opportunity that academic societies can provide. You can use the skills that you've learned in your studies as part of the society as well, and you can also benefit from academic patrons. So we contact kind of programme leaders in BU and who really want to kind of step up and advocate for the society for their programme, and they can help you again get some industry experience and help you with networking and opportunities to go on trips and to run activities and guest speakers as well. So just talking about guest speakers there, these can really help you make some real world connections. Like I said before, by getting in a speaker, it could help you to network and reach out to an organisation that you maybe wanted to look at working for afterwards, or even just asking about some volunteering opportunities or some shadowing opportunities as well. They can also give you an insight into what the industry is like, and it's not just for academic societies either. Sometimes you might have in the sports teams, you might kind of have like coaches or alumni that have gone on to play for specific teams afterwards, just telling you about what their experiences have been like. And really importantly, make those employment links as well, kind of as I've said before. But one of the best things about a club or society is the social aspect. You can attend events and socials together, kind of organise trips. I know lots of different clubs and societies have gone abroad, like the surf club, go abroad and go on trips kind of to France and surf in really cool places. Lots of our academic societies go on trips to learn more about their studies, and kind of hospitality and tourism will go abroad to kind of see what it's like in different cultures. So that's a really, really nice opportunity to do something with the people that you're making friends with, and you really can make friends for life being part of a club or society. You're all like-minded students, you've all got similar interests as well, so it's a nice kind of family feel and a nice kind of community, and you can be there to support each other as well. So how do you go about joining a club or society? So the first place to start is the SUBU website. Head to Be Involved, then Clubs and Societies, and then you can choose your club. So as I said before, that link, subu.org.uk/be involved/clubs and societies, gives you the full list of all the active clubs and societies we've got at the moment. So all you need to do is click on one of those and it will take you through to the individual club's webpage. And in there, they give a bit more of a flavour about what they do, what their objectives are, when they meet, kind of the top 3 reasons to join their club. And also within there, there'll be kind of some events in promotion for some of the events that they do as well. So you can either send them an email to find out a bit more information, or you can visit their social pages as well. All of our clubs and societies have a Facebook page, and the majority of them have an Instagram page as well. So normally they are linked to their webpage, but if you can't find them, normally without fail, if you type in SUBU, then Law Society, or BU, Postgrad Society, you're more than likely to kind of find their page. I can really and truly say all of our committee members are really friendly. They're always up for welcoming new students into their kind of community and their membership base. So I really would urge you just to kind of ask them a question about what they're up to, what the kind of membership fee entails, and what kind of cool things they've got going on to offer you for this year. And then to become an official member of the society, you purchase their membership fee through their club's webpage. And normally the way that the membership fees is used is the clubs and societies committee members will use that money to put on trips or activities or socials and things like that. So your money's being put to good use, and you know you're going to get something out of paying your membership fee. So just a couple of reasons why we in Student Opportunities think that you should join. As I said before, it is a really good way to meet new people and make new friends, especially if any of you on the call today are freshers or are new to BU. A great way to discover more about Bournemouth and what's in the local area is to join a society, because lots of the events and activities are happening in the local area. So you're bound to kind of discover something new that you didn't know was there. Again, lots of societies offer industry a chance to meet industry experts. I know that that's something particularly that our academic societies do, and business and marketing are doing that really, really well this year, especially considering everything's online and virtual. It helps you to kind of step out of your comfort zone. I think it kind of urges you to do something new and something different that you might not have thought of before. Our societies kind of offer you a little window into trying something new. So for example, you might want to join the film society, and you might find that you've got a new interest in a different genre of film that you didn't have before. You might join climbing and have a go at doing climbing and realize that you've kind of got this new hidden skill. So it kind of urges you to do step out of your comfort zone. And if, like me, if the gym isn't a thing for you, then joining a sports club is a good way to kind of improve your fitness as well. And we've got so many different kind of levels of sports club as well, right from kind of performance sports like our cheer team and our dance team. They kind of operate at a more of a performance level where you can get involved in tryouts and competitions, kind of right down to ultimate frisbee, where it's just a really good opportunity to get involved, get fit, have fun, and try out a sport that you might kind of not have done before. So becoming a committee member, all of our clubs and societies change their committee every single year. So they go through an election process around kind of April and May, where any member is given the opportunity to put themselves forward, provide a small manifesto as to why they think they would make a good committee member. And that kind of, as I said, that kind of happens around every April and May. However, this year we've got a bit of an opportunity where we've got some academic societies or kind of any other societies that have been active before, but that they didn't manage to recruit a new committee for. Also, we've got some new academic societies that have never existed before that we'd like to set up and like to give students studying that course an opportunity to create that space and to create those kind of networks. So on our clubs and societies webpage on the SUBU website, there is a button called Clubs TLC. So we named it because we think these are the clubs that need a little bit of tender loving care to get them started and get them set back up again. So for example, some of the brand new ones that we'd love to set up, some of the academic ones, are environmental sciences, communication and journalism, the Postgrad Society, and the Photography Society as well. So if you're interested in starting up one of these societies again, then please feel free to kind of head to that page. The link is just at the bottom there, and you can kind of put yourself forward and say, yeah, I'd be interested in setting these up. As I said, we do need 5 committee members to get them up and running again, but it's a good kind of way to get things started and also to open up those communication channels channels to other students that are maybe on a course, similar course to you, that you didn't know were there as well. So I'll just talk to you a bit more about what those roles entail. So the 5 roles span from president, secretary, treasurer, health and safety, and equipment. So your president, it has overall responsibility for the delivery of the club, and they have to be a full member of SUBU and a BU student. The secretary kind of looks after all the administrative parts of the club and society and is responsible for organising the meetings, the AGM at the end of the year as well, and also has to be a BU student. The treasurer gets to look after all of the money for the club, and the kind of preparation, delivery and record keeping of kind of the meetings as well. So if you want to receive any funding from SUBU, because we absolutely do support clubs and societies in that way, there's an opportunity to gain a small pot of money if you're a new club, to kind of help you get set up and buy some equipment and some promo materials as well. That's the kind of role of the treasurer, to kind of look at your finances and make sure that you can be self-sustaining. We kind of like to refer to clubs and societies as their own little mini business, and that's exactly what it is like, which I'm sure kind of Jaden will excuse me, will agree with. It's like running your own little company, and it becomes kind of your own little world and your own little baby, and you want it to thrive. So again, the kind of some of the skills that you get from that, which I'll go on to talk about in a minute, is budget management if you are a treasurer. Some of the other roles, health and safety, especially in today's time, they'd be responsible for all the COVID elements and making sure that the club is running safely and securely, and all of your members feel happy and supported. They will manage all of the risk assessments for any activities or events that you put on. But this committee member can be an affiliate member of SUBU, so they can be an alumni, or they can be an AUB student. So yeah, that's kind of nice. So then you can kind of get involved with students from other kind of universities or alumni who may have previously been on the committee as well. And then finally, the equipment officer is, just as it says on the tin, looks after all the equipment that you purchase for your club, any kind of anything that you own that helps you to perform your activities, really. So that can be down to any kind of stationery, right up to like when we have our archery society, kind of the arrows and the bows and all of the things that go into being able to run that society. So being committee member really kind of helps you to take responsibility for something. It helps you to mentor and improve your leadership skills, because you're going to be especially if you're the president, you're going to be leading a team of 4 kind of committee members, plus all of the students that are kind of looking up to you as members of your society. Your communication skills and your organisation skills will absolutely skyrocket, and is a really, really good example to include on your CV. Similarly, just being part of a club and society will help you to kind of do all these things, because I absolutely think that the committee members sometimes need to lean on their members to help support them, and they often recruit additional committee members that aren't part of the compulsory 5 as well. So it's still an opportunity, even if you're part of a committee, to a part of a club, to learn all of these skills. And then, as I said, because the committees are re-recruited every year, there's that you'll then have the opportunity to put yourself forward for a committee once you've been part of that society for a while. So this is just a little quote that we have from the treasurer of the Marketing Society, just to kind of sum up their experiences. So Ash says, I found being part of the Marketing Society last year very beneficial, not only for meeting like-minded people at social events, but to also gain knowledge and skills from workshops and professionals straight from the industry. So as I said, you can hear it there straight from a student that's been part of the committee, that it can really, really help you to get where you want to be kind of in your career, and get that kind of first foot in the door, especially by joining your academic society. I've just got a couple of videos now that I just wanted to show you. So this year we've asked some of our clubs and societies to create promotional videos. So this might just give you a little bit of a flavour about what a couple of them do. So I'm just going to start with the business society now for you. by the way, if you can hear some banging in the background. There's some work going on, so sorry about that. And then just to kind of give you a bit more of an idea of the different range of societies we've got, I've also got a promo video from our polo club, which is very short, which I'll play for you now as well. I think just that example there of polo in particular, another really great thing about clubs and societies is it does give you an opportunity, like I said, for you to step out of comfort zone and try something new. And quite often the membership fees can be a lot lower than what it would be to take part in kind of a sport like polo outside of university. Similarly, kind of for sports such as rowing as well, they offer really kind of good fees for a sport that could potentially cost you quite a lot of money to take part in. So again, it's a way of trying something different and testing out kind of different skills that you've got as well. But more importantly, like in the polo video there, it says you can just come along and try it out. You can come and do like weekly sessions. So again, it's a good way to just kind of participate in something, get yourself out there and meet some new people as well. So that's kind of near the end of the presentation now. So at this point, I've just got an opportunity to kind of ask some questions. I'm going to hand over to Jaden from the Business Society as well, but I will just leave this side up just in case you have got any questions or if you want to kind of reach out to any of our team in the future. Our email addresses are on the screen there. So I'll just leave that up for a minute. But Jaden, did you want to kind of pop the video and unmute yourself? And yeah, it'd be nice to just have a bit of a chat with you and find out a little bit more about the Business Society, what you guys get up to, and kind of what you think personally the benefits of being part of the club and society are with SUBU.
Hi, so I'm the communications executive for the Business Society. The first thing I do want to say is that it's actually quite helpful this year because obviously it's going to be quite hard to meet new people. But I find the people I've met so far have actually been some like closer friends than throughout my first year. So we've got a committee of 5, and I think you can generally tell that we're like quite a good group of friends because we had a meeting last night on Zoom with some of our members, and it was really good. I honestly didn't expect to get that close to people that I've only met once. We met up once, I think it was the other week, but it felt like we've known each other for ages because we've been working closely. We've also got lots of different benefits from members. So we've got different events and challenges. So a challenge starting next week is an investing challenge if you're into investing. So it's not real money, but we give you £100,000, and whoever can make the most in the first semester up till Christmas is going to win a big prize, which is mainly where our £3 membership fee goes. So it's quite low, but at the same time, we've got enough members that it piles up so we can do quite big prizes. So I think our first meeting, we gave away a £25 Uber Eats voucher, and then whoever won yesterday's challenge is going to get a £10 Amazon voucher. So that's mainly what we spend our membership on, because we're quite lucky in the fact that we don't have to like pay many if we have guest speakers. They want to do it to like share their knowledge, share their business. And yeah, speaking of guest speakers, we've got a joint event with the Marketing Society coming up, where we're hearing from Olivia Hanlon. She is the founder of Girls in Marketing. She's going to be talking to us about the marketing industry and how she's created her opportunities, and also a bit about her self-confidence. We're also very lucky that Parisa, our contact to BU, has allowed us to be a part of the Business Studies alumni group. So basically we've got contact to something like 24 Business Studies alumni who regularly get in contact with the uni. Their main purpose is to help the uni keep the business course up to date. So they say what their businesses are looking for, but they're also really helpful and really like eager to help us out. So we've got many of them wanting to help out and do guest speakers. And like, if you're interested in a certain industry, we can say, oh, we know this alumni, he'd be happy to help. We can connect on LinkedIn. So yeah, just lots of stuff like that.
Fabulous. And are there any kind of benefits that you've gained yourself, like personally? I know obviously you said you've made some really good kind of friends and things like that, but were you in the society before just as a member and then moved up to a committee member?
No, I actually wasn't. Not last year. I struggled with my first year a lot, so I wasn't like the most confident in going out. I feel definitely like even doing this, I think the first call we had something like 20, 30 people, maybe even 40, and I had to host a quiz.
Wow. So and, instantly it's really helped to boost your confidence and to get fantastic.
And it's really helped out my CV as well. I've just because I'm applying for placements, so I've just been writing cover letters, and my CV really helped out with that.
Brilliant. That's really, really good to hear. Has I know Peter, you've put I've just seen you've put a message in the group asking how many sports clubs are currently running. We've probably got between 10 and 15 sports clubs at the minute. Alongside our academic society, sports clubs are one of the biggest pools of clubs that we've got at the moment. Our clubs are kind of operating against their individual national governing bodies, so some of them are operating differently, some of them can kind of train, some of them can't, some of our contact sports can't, they need to kind of just train separately, but each kind of club and society is making sure that they are adhering to those regulations. But if they aren't training, then they're absolutely still holding kind of virtual socials, and kind of like Jaden has just said then, I guess even if it is on Zoom and it is all online, you can still kind of make friends and still kind of make the most of it as well. Has anybody else got any questions, either for Jaden about business or for myself in general? No? Okay. Oh, thank you, Georgiana. Thank you, Emma and Jaden, for this amazing session. Very informative. You are more than welcome. As I said, please feel free to kind of ask me questions at any point. You can email us, you can email SU clubs, and we've also got a club and societies coordinator, Jen Coldwell, as well. We are now back in the office working in the student centre Monday to Friday, and our kind of area is on the second floor, so please feel free to come up and have a chat with us anytime. I know sometimes it's easier to come and have a conversation face to face and find out what's going on, but I just cannot recommend joining a club more, especially in the times that we're in now. It's a great way to make new friends, great way to network, and to really kind of help to boost your CV as well. So thank you, Jaden, that was really good. Thank you for coming on today, and a little bit more insight about the Business Society, and yeah, thank you everybody for joining. It was nice to hear from you today, so thank you. Bye everybody.